I'm on the second floor. Hello. There's a sound. I can tell on my left, that's on my right, but I don't really know if it's coming from downstairs or upstairs. But if I tilt my head, it's in my left ear, so I can tell it's coming from upstairs. I don't know if I've seen this in a game before. If you have, let me know in the description down below, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, this is a fresh project. I just threw together like an apartment complex real quick. I need to adjust the player character. I want camera boom. Set that to 0. Move it up. In. It's probably good. Play. That's a little weird. We're not rotating with the camera, but that's fine. Let me fix that real quick. Third person character. Click on self. I think yaw. Yeah, use the controller rotation yaw. Save, compile. Play. Yeah, so now no matter where we move the mouse, the character moves with it. Okay. I could probably move that camera one more notch forward. Boom. One more. Yeah, that's better. No matter where I look, my feet rotate. Okay. I am going to make an audio cue. Sound cue. Just call it fire cue. Just something to make noise. And then there's a setting in here that's very important. You can drag a wave player in. The wave can be fire. I want it to loop. But we need to change this value. So the attenuation, we need to override it. Override. And you need to set this to binaural. That will give you left and right ear sound. The rest of these can be left. So yeah, I'm going to make an actor that makes noise. Fire. Actor. And we can give it audio, of course. That's going to be the fire cue we made. Fire cue. And then particle system. Particle. Just for giggles. Oh, we can see. Let's see what's going on. See where it's at. Fire. Do it up a little. Okay. Now, to get into the meat of it, we need to have hotkeys on the third person character, which we have open. And then we need to mess with the animation blueprints. Oops, it's on mannequin. Mannequin, animations. You can click any of these to get to the same thing, but here's the anim blueprint. Yeah. And we're in the blueprint, and we need to actually be in the event graph. No. Animation, blueprint. Where is it we need to be? Dun, dun, dun. Anim graph. Double click the anim graph. There we go. So we need a node between these. This is the state machine, and all your states are in here. Yeah, we need to just put a node here called transform bone. Transform modify bone. Because the bone we want to mess with is the head. It's way down here. There it is. We want to mess with the head, so all we got to do is interrupt that, plug into that, and then we need to make this a variable. We want to promote to variable. Bam. And we'll call it head tilt. And we're going to access this variable from the third person character. So I think, yeah, we're not done here just yet. We need to go to the rotation. Yeah, you got the bone you want to mess with, and then you've got translate, rotate, scale. Your normal stuff, you know. We want to mess with the rotation though. So we're ignoring translating it. We're ignoring the scale of the bone. But we definitely want to mess with its rotation. We're going to add to the existing rotation. It's at 0, 0, 0 by default. So anything we do to it's going to add to it. Yeah, I think that's done. We're going to save, compile, go into the third person character, event graph. And I'm going to use the E key, which it never goes to right away. It just lists 1,000 things. Wonder if that'll ever get fixed. You could put like the Q key in if you want to tilt the head to the right or to the left. I'm going to tilt my head to the right, so I'm just going to use the E key. You can use any key, you know that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to cast to the third person anim blueprint. Cast to third person anim BP. That has our variable on it, the head tilt. That's got the head tilt variable. So when we press on the E key, we would like to take the mesh and get anim instance. Put that in for our object. Now we need to set the head tilt. Head, yeah, so set head tilt. And I found setting it to something less than 90, it'll make you a little less dizzy. You can kind of tell which way your head's tilted. If you go a full 90, it can be confusing whether you went right or left. It's visually helpful if you go less than 90, so 60, let's say 60. And here's why we did the camera stuff. I mean, you kind of want to. You want to tilt the camera with your head. So you can grab the follow camera and set relative rotation. We can set that relative rotation right here, 60. It rolls around the X, which is your forward vector, so that's going to roll your camera how you think it would. Head tilting, that when you do pitch, it does what you would consider roll. It's kind of weird. this is a weird thing. But yeah, then when we release the E key, we want to do everything we just did, but we want to reverse it, or we want to zero it out from what we did. So when we let off the E key, paste that, then it's just going to set everything back to 0. And we're going to plug the follow camera into there. This should work. Let's give it a try. What I would like to do is place the noisemaker. We can place it up here. That's the noisemaker. And delete. Let me drag a player start in the middle. Let's see what happens. So we can tell it's on our right or on our left. And if we press E, yeah, it tilts our head to the right. We can hear it in our left ear, so we know that the sound that's being made is coming from above. When we let off, our camera goes back to where it should be. That's it. Click that like button or hit subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I hope this helps you make your game. So, goodbye.